implementation of science and technology in our daily lives. So science is already there in our lives. It's present everywhere from the smallest particle to the biggest universe. It's present inside our body, in our surroundings, inside every material and in every physical or chemical process. But when we are able to see that science with an inquisitive perspective and a spirit of curiosity, we develop an idea. And when we practice that idea, we develop some facts. And by that fact, we develop a technology or innovation. That is how we can implement science and technology in our daily lives. Our lives are already filled with technology. The moment we start our day, the alarm clock rings, that is technology. We use soaps, toothpaste, detergent, those are chemicals. We do cooking, we move from one place to another, that is all science. We use transport, that is technology. Agriculture, the crop cultivating, soil cultivating, harvesting, all is technology. In medical field, there is a great role of technology. Drugs, medicines, appliances, devices, and techniques like MRI and CT scan are the most important part of medical field. All of these technologies begin with one idea, one question, one curious mind. Electricity, the most important part of our lives, was discovered to understand lightning in thunderstorm by Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin used a kite with a metal key and tied it with a string and flew the kite. The string of the kite actually conducted lightning, and that discovered flow of charge, electricity, and that electricity we are using in our everyday life in everywhere. That electrical energy can also be converted to heat energy in heating appliances or mechanical energy in electric motors. Combustion, another important phenomenon in our lives, that is oxidation of fuel to release heat and light. It was discovered in very early stage by Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens rubbed two stones together to produce a spark, and that spark they used to ignite the fuel and wood and prepare their food. The same principle, that same idea is now used from the small gas lighter to the biggest automobile engines. In a gas lighter, its charge is produced by piezoelectric effect, and that spark is used to ignite the fuel air mixture. Similarly, in automobiles, that one spark ignites the fuel and the volatile components, gases expand to move the piston, and that piston moves the crankshaft, which further moves the wheels of the vehicle. So that's how we see that to implement science and technology, we need a curious mind. And in a classroom, there are so many curious minds. And this curiosity should be developed from the primary stage. Innovation need not be very big or complex. It may be very small based on a simple idea, but that should be useful. An electric torch can be built with graphite pencils. A wheelchair that can be folded to form a crutch to walk. To check on the concentration on the students. Pressure sensor on the pen. So whenever concentration diverts, it signals. An anti-theft watch that signals when your wallet or purse or anything is disturbed or removed from you. A step lock system in a car or a bus. When anyone is on the footpad of the bus stops or stops accelerating. When ultrasonic waves send signal to the driver. A posture maintaining chair which has sensors at appropriate places that signals when you are sitting inappropriately. So One simple innovation requires one simple idea. And when we practice that idea, we develop some facts. And by those facts, when we use those facts in our lives, we implement science and technology in our daily lives to solve our problems, to improve the quality of our lives, and for the benefit of the society. Thank you so much.